All right, you guys have time for one more quick angle before we leave?
We could do one. Yeah, we could do one more.
All right. One last one. So this is from NXT. At least it'll give us a chance to get some girls, some women on the show, because we haven't done any women yet. So nothing against women. I mean, if there's a good angle with women, I'm willing to put it on the show. I don't like actively avoid it, but hey. So NXT, Robert, the 24th. Yes. So this is Giulia and Roxanne Perez. They're gonna have a in-ring face-off, I guess, ahead of their match at the debut on the CW this coming Tuesday. So this was the last week. Giulia spoke. She got a chance to speak. She spoke in Japanese mostly, right? And Funaki was there to translate it, which was weird that they had her response already written on the screen. And because Funaki can't even speak English, so they had his.
How am I watching, bro? Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
It's Funaki. You know, Funaki is the translator for Giulia now.
I know that. How would I know that? But
you didn't know that? I thought you knew.
How would I know that? Like, how could Funaki be a translator to anybody?
It's awful. It's awful. I don't even want to play it because he can't even talk.
This is not good.
Right.
This I can already tell you is not good.
Yes, I know. This was not good. Robert, I gave this segment a thumbs down. I'm sorry. But, look, they're giving Giulia a very starring role and a lot of patience because she can't talk English. But these segments are just not turning out good. I'm sure the match will turn out good. Obviously, Roxanne was better because at least she can speak. But anyway, so the segment ended, Vlad, in case you're interested with the ending. Somebody came up talking on the speaker in Spanish, and everyone's like, who the fuck is that? And it was Stephanie Vaquer from, I guess who we just saw from CMLL/AEW. But so
we know they signed her,
That's how the show ended, with Giulia and Roxanne thinking about the future possible match with Stephanie Vaquer. So there you go. But I didn't like the segment overall. I'm interested in this match. I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching NXT now, Robert. So I'm full-fledged in NXT. It took me a while, but I jumped right in. For me, though, this segment was a thumbs down. I know Vlad didn't watch it, so I can't get a rating from you. But Robert, if you want to talk about that whole thing with Funaki and the translator and all that stuff, so whatever you want to say about it.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 0. Yeah, the promo was weird because you saw the English response in text, the entirety of the response.
Yeah, so everything she said was like pre-planned, basically, right?
Yeah,
in that case.
Correct. So before Funaki had a chance to even go like halfway finish the response, you read the whole thing already. It was there, and it was like, and plus the way he interpreted it, like a lot of the words weren't very clear. I think, all right, they need to replace the translator, man.
Dude, I know it's funny that it's Funaki, but
you can't tell me that WWE can't hire a better translator than him.
They should hire that guy that Otani fired. That guy, he's probably available.
Okay.
Isn't he in prison? Where is he? I don't know.
All right, and then
he might not be. I don't know where he's at.
So yeah, the promo was weird. It is really awkward. And the whole thing about Stephanie Vaquer appearing. Yes, I did mark out when she appeared, I'll admit. But then
but her promos suck too, man. She can't speak English either.
Hers was not good either. But
a bunch of great wrestlers who can't speak English, but okay.
True, but here's my issue. I mean, after I finished marking out and then the episode ended, I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, okay, for her to just show up like right then and there and saying that she'll challenge whoever wins the match between Giulia and Roxanne. I feel like they kind of, I don't know if overbooked is the right word.
This is her debut. This is how they brought her in.
Yeah. Well, she had been on a house show before. Yeah, she was in Chile. This was via satellite, so she couldn't make it out here. But
I don't think this was a good idea. Now if she did this, if this appearance happened, let's say post match after the Giulia and Roxanne
on
fight,
the CW, that would have been tight.
On the CW, then that would have made more sense. Now there's something else to think about, before their match and during their match. Like the focus should just be Roxanne versus Giulia for now, and then once that ends, okay, then Stephanie shows up. Then okay, no problem with that. But I thought it was weird.
It kind of annoyed me too, because I was like, man, this is cluttering it up for me. Do I have to mark this down as a separate angle or what? I have to make that executive decision. I don't like having to do that. But all right, Vlad, unless you have any other closing words or thoughts about NXT coming up to the CW on Tuesday, I'm going to
Well, I mean, that will be interesting. Of course, I might even tune in at least to see what they got cooking for there. I probably won't watch the whole thing, but I'll keep an
Wesley
eye out
and Zachary Wentz are having that swore to settle it all street fight after that cuss field.
Well, if they're going to have a cuss field promo like that, then these guys better go out there and kill each other.
Oh, and
go out there
also,
and leave each other blameless.
Also, CM Punk is going to be a special guest referee for Trick Williams versus.
okay. Yeah, I'll watch that too. I'll watch. That's probably the main event, I imagine.
Yeah,
so that's
Ethan Page.
Yeah. I'll probably watch that. I'll probably watch those two things. And then maybe I'll watch this women's match just to see a little bit of, what's her name? Giulia, right? That's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to see if she's as good as advertised.
All right. Thank you, guys. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up the show. I'll give a couple honorable mentions, stuff that I'm not really going to go over, but things that I liked. I guess I'll mention Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. We didn't mention them from Raw on the 23rd. They exploded the opening of the show. They rammed into like a merchandise booth, right? It was kind of shocked everyone to start the show. And then what else? I liked Pete Dunne and Sheamus. They had like a backstage fight where Pete Dunne was going crazy on Sheamus for calling him Butch, and Adam Pearce was trying to calm down Pete Dunne. I thought that scene was really good.
Don't call me Butch.
And then I'll say Moxley and Darby. I liked the match from Dynamite Grand Slam, the main event. I thought it was a good match. I thought Darby showed a lot of grit, and he made it seem as realistic as he could. But those are my honorable mentions for the week.
I want to add one actually, and it is actually an NXT thing. So usually I hate the Grayson Waller effect segments.
Oh yeah, they were on this show a lot.
But the one that happened on this past episode of NXT actually wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of entertaining, I have to say, which is a lot more than I can say about all the other Grayson Waller effect segments I've seen in Raw or SmackDown.
You can imagine.
No, they relied heavily on the Grayson on A-Town Down Under to carry NXT this week. They were a big chunk of the show, at least like half an hour. So I guess, aren't they challenging for the tag team titles too on Tuesday, Robert?
Right.
If I'm not mistaken. But okay, yes. So there you go. All right, Vlad, I have watched so much wrestling this week. I even watched TNA and Ring of Honor and Collision. So nothing from those guys made the show this week, but I did watch it. But okay, I'm oversaturated with wrestling, but I love it. What can I say? It's my favorite thing to think about. The world is in a shambles. All these governments have failed. Dictatorial governments, democratic governments, it doesn't matter. They've all failed. It's over for the world, dude. The world is in a bad way. But luckily, we still have our wrestling. All right, well, thank you guys for being on the show. That's my closing.
But whatever you do, I don't care if the world goes to the shitter. Whatever you do, don't take my wrestling away from me.
Yes, exactly. As long as I have my wrestling, I don't care that all these countries are at war. No, I do care. I hate that. It sucks. It's hard to enjoy anything, really. And we're on the brink of World War also, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Honestly, don't get me started. I hate it all. But I'm telling you, wrestling is my home away from home, and I'm really happy that it's kind of gotten like a revival recently, especially with the fucking death of Vince McMahon, thank goodness, because we really struggled watching WWE.
He's not really dead. Well, not yet.
He's dead. He's gone. He's gone from wrestling, man.
He's gone from wrestling.
Unless he starts his own company, and he's not going to buy AEW. Any fucking rumor about Vince buying AEW is dumb. Tony Khan wouldn't let anyone take the book, let alone fucking Vince McMahon. So that ain't happening.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
All right. Well, all that being said, thank you guys for being on. I got to let you go to sleep. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late, but I appreciate it. The show will be out by morning, hopefully on Monday. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Wrestle Heat. Malapert Smark on the fly. Stories don't catch your eye. Talking champs till we die. The smark's always high. we say. Heroes rise to and sway. In the ring night and day. Wrestling talk, come and stay. Malapert Smark on the fly. Stories don't catch your eye. Talking champs till we die. With the Smarks always high. Crash and cheer. All the news you wanna hear. Belt and fame always near. With the crew, have no fear. Malapert Smark on the fly. Stories don't catch your eye. Talking champs till we die. With the Smarks always high. Catch your eye. Talking champs till we die. With the Smarks always high.